What's up, guys? DZK here, hitting you up with a little video here. Oh god, I saw some clips from last night's live Impact. Oh god, that was not good. I didn't enjoy that at all. You put the majority of your talent in the freaking Battle Royal, which wasn't even super. It wasn't super fantastic. That, just in my opinion. So that left you with the knockouts match, which was like whatever, And now we know what the knockouts title match is at Bound for Glory. Jesus Christ. There's got to be like a couple matches that are going to be on BFG that haven't, that not until like this week or last week were made apparent. Like, come on, it's your biggest show of the year. Promote it. From what I saw of Foley Flair, it looked fine. I mean, come on, it's a 40-something-year-old guy and a 60-something-year-old guy having a last man standing match. Just having, kind of like as the leaders of factions. That element's kind of cool. That they're basically the leaders of both. Just have them get bloody, do some spots, and we'll be happy with them. So, it's pretty much the bright spot. Oh, and Inc. versus Eric Young and Orlando Jordan. Thanks, TNA. I don't think Orlando Jordan is the worst worker in the world. He's got basics. He can sell. He can work over body parts. That's it. And at the end of the day, how can you take him seriously if he doesn't have, I don't think he has the best offense. It looks kind of clunky sometimes, especially when he first came in. It was a really weird offense. And Eric Young, they've totally screwed up. I mean, heel Eric Young last fall, like a year ago this time. Eric Young heel could have been really cool and could have even got him elevated to upper mid-card, borderline main event. Especially with the Royal Elite and all that stuff. And I love faction warfare, and that could have been something really cool with the Royal Elite. But they're making him goofy again, and it's even worse. Who would have thought that Eric Young goofy? Some of his stuff, in his goofy stuff, in years prior, has been fairly stupid and unbearable. But this is just like sad. And I watched Sanders Robbins' preview video for Bound for Glory. It's weird because that was just not a good go home show. But there are matches on Bound for Glory that will make it not the worst show in the world. I mean, you're gonna have Motor City Machine Guns and Generation Me and Ultimate X. Yes, they're just pimping Ultimate X all over again. But come on, at least we're seeing those teams on pay-per-view for the tag titles, which is cool. Of course, they're probably gonna open with them. And they're just going to relegate the X Division type guys and even tag team titles to fucking opening card status. It's not going to make the belts look as important as they should. But that'll probably be great if they give it any decent amount of time. RVD and Abyss, I did really enjoy their whole effing show match. So, I don't mind them doing it. Again, basically what they're basically going to do what they did in their first match, except maybe someone will get thrown off a stage or do a flip off of something. I don't know. Hopefully RVD works his ass off, and Abyss, I really want Abyss to do good because I think Abyss could have been, and even might still be, have the possibility of being, one of the really good main event kind of guy, because a true big man, I mean, come on, he has so much going for his character. He has a mask. He does hardcore wrestling. He's really big. Beforehand, he didn't talk. I mean, he had so much going for his character, but now they're just like, at least they made him heel again. At least they did that. But ridiculous. What else? And the main event should be, if they work it right, and in a Kurt Angle match, that's not a terrible assumption to think that it might be worked really well because it's Kurt Angle. He's the fucking man. And I think Anderson and Hardy in this triple threat type situation could really help them. So that'll be cool. There's matches on there that either will be really, really good, or some matches that might not totally suck. Like the Joe Jarrett, Nash Sting, Pope. Maybe maybe Hogan will pop up on the fucking big screen and be like, "Look over here," and then someone will roll up. That'd be hilarious. If he's just like, "Hey brother, look at the screen," and then just have like Jarrett come up and roll him up. That would be awesome. And then they probably have they'll have Jarrett roll up, like do like a schoolboy on like Stinger the Pope, because they look at Hogan on the screen, and then they'll play Hogan's music to celebrate the win. They won't even play Jarrett's or Joe's. They'll just play Hogan's. Okay, Jake, regain yourself. That's funny. So yeah, I think there's enough on the show that it won't totally suck. But honestly, at the end of the day, I don't really care a lot. There might be some stuff that I'll want to check out, but other than that, I'm just not into this show. Because they're not doing what they could or should be doing. Yeah, they're really complicating things, and that's another thing for another time. I probably still have a couple more TNA videos that I might want to end up doing, but if I care after Ramble Glory, we'll see. I probably will. They'll probably do something that I don't totally hate. Oh yeah, and I'll try and post it in the description. I might or might not. I'll try to remember, but it's the TNA Who Are They video that Bound for TNA created. The username is Bound for TNA, and they created a TNA Who Are They, and they actually do a really, really good job of piecing together who might be involved in the they storyline, be it on the they side or the other side. And then I started thinking, this looks kind of familiar. It looked just a little bit BDK-ish for those Chikara fans and Chikara watchers who know who the BDK is. A little bit of that. I won't go into the deep. They're basically Sting's being Eddie Kingston, and kind of that kind of dynamic that I kind of got out of it. What else? Let's think. This is kind of a boring video. It's the kind of thing that Johnny Thunder would stab me for, probably. But let's think. Fuck! I wanted to make a video about this earlier this week. Cena joining Nexus. Oh, that could be interesting. See, just when TNA is just boring the crap out of me, WWE of all companies does something to interest me, which is weird. I mean, Cena and Nexus, this could be crazy. This will either, this could be something that either, that there's so many, they could make Nexus look really good. I mean, this could make Cena get a little bit closer to that eventual heel turn. However, you need to treat Cena like Hogan. If you're going to turn him heel, it has to be because the fans stop caring as much. It has to be, the fans need to dictate when you turn Cena heel. Sure, you already have that 50-50 thing, but that's almost like what Hogan had in 95 WCW. So there were people who were just like, Hogan, we don't care. And then there were people like, yeah, Hulk Hogan's with us. Just whatever. But have the fans dictate the scene of heel turn, and we'll just ride out what this Nexus thing will be, because this could be really interesting. Yeah, that's cool. And Orton's gonna be doing his thing. At least you got Orton and Barrett at bragging rights. Whatevs. They put Edge on SmackDown. Yeah, I was expecting someone to go over, being that SmackDown's getting owned by the move to Sci-Fi. I think they got like a 1-7-8 or like a 1-7 or a 1-8, somewhere in that range. How the mighty have fallen. Oh, that's a rough drop. At least that's the rating I got. Yeah, that's rough. That's a rough drop. But I still like, aside, I enjoyed the Kane Undertaker storyline stuff. Their matches, not so much. But, I mean, the storyline stuff's been really good. And you got Alberto Del Rio, who I'm really into and really could be, I'm into, and I think the WWE is also very much into. So, that's cool. Also, you put Caval on SmackDown, have him beat some guys. I mean, I understand him losing to Drew McIntyre, because, you were going to put a fucking belt on Drew McIntyre. That's fine. But, Chavo, you do not have any plans for Chavo. WWE, I know you don't have any plans for Chavo. You couldn't have Caval win that one? Whatever. Daniel Bryan's doing his thing as the US champ, aside from getting squashed by Sheamus. That's stupid. Should have put him as a DQ. No, that was squash-esque. Whatever. ROH. Looks like there's some pretty damn good shows coming up for Dayton and Chicago. I don't know why, but there's something about ROH Chicago shows that are really cool. They have people will always say, oh, the New York shows are big, but even more than the Philly shows. I love ROH in Chicago. They've done some great shows in Chicago. It's different for Dayton. They're getting better at Dayton shows. Usually, it used to be Escalation and Rising Above from 2008. Pretty awful show in Dayton, and then a great pay-per-view taping in Chicago. Look at just this year. You got Bitter Friends Stiff Enemies 2 from Chicago, Salvation from Chicago. They have a very, I don't know when. I don't know. Something about Chicago shows. They really pull out some good shows, some really, really great shows in Chicago, and this could be something, considering you got a Cabana Carino I Quit match. You got what else? You got Richards versus Daniels. That would just be nuts. I'm trying to remember what else is happening. Homicide and Kevin Steen. That could be interesting. I'm a really big Kevin Steen mark, and I think a guy like Homicide could complement him very well. I'm interested to see where Homicide's character goes in ROH on his comeback. It's let's just see where he goes where they go with it. Dark Cybernetico for Chikara, October 23rd. I believe Emerald Flosion 62 is going to try and make it. I would want to be there, because that's going to be. There's so people. Please be reading the Chikara blogs, because there's so much history of Chikara and this story arc that are going into this. This one show is going to be